guys, it's Alex. I'm this time coming at you from about 200 miles north of home, and I think this is considered the Central Valley here in California. I'm here for work for a couple of days, and on the way up here, I stopped by a record store called Underground Records. It looks like they have two stores, one in Bakersfield, which is the one that I went to, and the other one in LA. Never been to either one. Looked pretty promising from what I saw online, and yeah, I was very, very pleasantly surprised with what I found there. I shot plenty of footage there. I mean, at some point I had to stop because I did want to get some digging done. So I'll leave some of the footage at the end of the video, but first I'll show you some of the stuff I picked up. Couple of ECMs, or I guess this one's technically on Japo, a German, original German pressing, which you don't see a whole lot of here. Dollar brand. I don't know this one. Ancient Africa. I think it's all brand solo, and you know, one of the pieces that I sampled is him. I assume it's him on like an African flute. Sounded good. So look forward to that again on the ECM subsidiary Japo. Dollar brand, another ECM. I haven't bought ECMs in a while, and obviously they were kind of on my mind after pulling some of the ECMs for one of my recent videos. Bar Phillips, love his bass playing. This one looks promising. Another one I'm not familiar with. Phillips on bass, Ripdahl on guitar and organ, a Dieter Feichner on synths, and Trulak Gutru on tabla and percussion. So it sounds very promising. Of course, ECMs usually pretty hard to sample these online. Should be good. Interesting. Found this in the avant-garde section. This spoken word record from Lawrence Ferlinghetti. Of course, he passed away a couple of months ago. Poet, publisher, bookstore owner, and activist from San Francisco. Yeah, I know several people have mentioned his passing. It's only $10. It looks really good. It's an original from 1969. So yeah, look forward to that. Been kind of listening to some spoken word things recently. So this is one that I found about from Johan over in Sweden. Haven't seen him post in a while. Hopefully he makes a video soon. This is soundtrack to the movie Liquid Sky on the Vares Saraband label. Yeah, from what I understand, pretty wild movie from the 80s, I think 82, 83. But yeah, really good experimental electronic soundtrack. Was definitely looking for that. Yeah, and that was something really just great to see. I mean, the selection was so deep. I mean, I found a lot of things that were actually on my want list, and then I discovered some other things that I didn't know about. Or so yeah. This is another one that I'd kind of been looking for. Chris Cole had recommended this one to me a while ago. Charles Brown. It's called Bull in a China Cabinet from 1981, I think. It's got a couple of really excellent tracks, a couple of really bad ones, at least from what I've sampled. But yeah, another one that's is all synth work. This is just this Charles Brown on a bunch of different synths, keyboards. Wow, yeah. yeah, so you got the Prophet 5, the Oberheim, the ARP 2600. So a bunch of synthesizer stuff from the 80s. She's pretty good. They have a fair amount of Japanese stuff there, which, you know, I was pretty surprised about. You don't see that a whole lot out here. Which was it go? So this is a Japanese percussionist, Stomu Yamashita. Sorry, Yamashita. Stomu Yamashita. So he's percussionist, and he also plays the synthesizers and stuff. So this is sort of like a. I have a couple other things by him. I'm not real familiar with this one actually, but yeah, from what I sampled, it sounds really good. Nice and spacey. 80s electronics on this one, and again, yeah, it's really nice to find Japanese stuff in the wild. And this one, all of those are, you know, pretty cheap, maybe 10 to 20 bucks. And then this one, it's the one that I spent a little bit more on. This is Starship Africa with Creation Rebel. As an original UK press on this. Like, what is it? D4 label on the UK. And this is it's really good dub music. UK dub. Again from 1980. That really interesting cover. I think I'd seen the cover before. I didn't necessarily know it was a dub record, but it sounds really good. It's like it's dub, but then it's definitely got there's some melodic synths in here, in addition to the traditional, you know, drum, bass, organ, perks. So yeah, dub with a nice sort of experimental tip flavor in it. And yeah, it's another thing that I don't see a whole lot is you know, original UK you know, dub and reggae stuff out here. So happy to find that. And then some new releases. Didn't know exactly what this was. I think I'd maybe seen the cover around. Wasn't sure if it was like a reissue. So it turns out it's actually a new release, even though it's got a very sort of retro 80s cover on it. Artist here, he goes by Art Wilson. I can't remember. Yeah, his real name is Andras something. He's an Australian electronic artist. He's got many projects under many different names. I don't know, I hate hype stickers, but I'll go for it. A new age album that draws as much from ethno groove, Chicago house, and G-funk as it does from primitive percussion and 80s library music. So I mean, that should be right up my alley. It did sound pretty good from the little bit that I heard. So yeah, Art Wilson Overworld, and this is issued here in the US on Numero. I think it was originally released about 7 years ago on a German only label. So look forward to that. Kind of a local artist. This is just on this generic white sleeve, but this is Anna Roxanne, who a couple of years ago put out a really excellent ambient record. I think it was on Leaving Records out of LA. So it looks like she signed on to the Cranky label out of Chicago now. This is her second full-length release. Definitely wanted to pick this up. Very happy to find that, and really good price on that too. So yeah, if you like new ambient stuff, highly recommend Anna Roxanne. And then on that tip, another contemporary ambient artist, William Bzinski, maybe most famously known for his loops records from 20 years ago. I guess it'll be 20 years ago this year. Disintegration loops, I should say, from back in 2001. This is like a 2017 release. It's called Shadow in Time. Not familiar with this one, but most of his stuff is at minimum interesting, if not superb. So look forward to that, and let me know, Stunty, if you need a copy. So, all right, so that's it. I'll leave you guys with some footage from the store. I had a little bit of flipping footage in there, and then just some of the. I mean, the whole wall is basically, all three walls of the store basically have some of the more kind of rare records. But actually, most of that stuff that I got, other than the dub record, was from the used recent arrivals, which, you know, was all kinds of stuff in there. A lot of new arrivals and really quality stuff. So anyway, take care, guys. Enjoy the footage.
Dedication to all these things. So when I want to lose my body, I want to